Yeah, so since I said everyone should go open a prop firm, since at least you've known the let me say 40% of the strategy aspects, or let's say 50% of the strategy aspects, since the last class you did was on risk management, so as to keep those that are trading a life account on check, you understand? So it makes sense if we talk more on proprietary firms and the means you could use to pass them. So let me share my screen. Yeah. Can you see my screen now? Because I just saw a message. If you can see my screen, just let me know.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, amazing. Okay, so there are different proprietary firms here. Let me just plug this stuff down. Okay. There are different proprietary firms here. We have FTMO, we have EH funding, we have my Forex fund, and lots of them. Let me just leave them down. FTMO. We have MFF, which is my Forex fund. Sorry, my Forex fund. And we have EH funding. Funding. I have lots and lots of them. It seems like this. Okay, yeah, so these are the three major ones that I've used. I actually used BlueFX then, but then again, I wasn't aware of their leverage. Yeah, their leverage was, is it 1:3? Yeah. So you see how small it is compared to 1:100 that these other prop firms give out. Although I don't blame them, because on their own side they give out straight life account, but then again, the leverage is damn too small, but it's too cool for swing traders. Yeah. So these are the three major ones I recommend, and among these three, the ones I still like, I would want to say you should go for would be this MFF. Why? Let me tell you the main reason. The reasons why I say you should go for this MFF, because apart from these other ones being good, MFF offers 12% max drawdown. Yeah, max drawdown. Yeah, they offer 12% max drawdown, which is very high. None of these other proprietary firms offer 12% drawdown. The daily drawdown, sorry, it's 5% as usual, which is the norm. And now their profit target is 8%, which is very okay for me. And it seems like EH funding also, your profit target should be 8%. But the funniest part with EH funding here is that I will just list down their different benefits here. So this is for MFF actually. Let me put it on top there. MFF. So this is for the max drawdown, daily drawdown 5%, profit target 8%. And why I still recommend this particular prop for beginners is that they accept all style of trading. You know, we as a beginners, we do different kinds of trading styles, like copy trading, like hedging. We do lots of stuff like that. So these particular prop firms actually accepts all style of trading. Apart from FTMO, there is a pattern in which you can use to trade, and they will say you violated the accounts. Why? Because they don't accept that style of trading, especially trading like a minute before the news. You understand, those kind of trading that seems aggressive, they kind of not accept it. But this particular prop firm, MFF, my Forex fund, accepts all style of trading. You can trade anytime, you can trade the news, trade anything you wish to, you understand, anyhow, any pattern. You can copy trade and do whatsoever you wish with it. And also, what again? This is for the phase 1. And for the phase 2, the max drawdowns, still same thing, 12%, daily drawdown, 5%, profit target, 5% on phase 2. Phase 1 is 8% actually. So that is it. Let's say for phase 2. Sorry. Phase 2, all max daily drawdown and are still the same thing here. So the only difference here is the profit target, which changes to 5% on the phase 2. Yeah, which is this 5%. So now I will use this one as an example for other ones here. So for FTMO, the max drawdown is 10%, profit target same thing, which is 10%, and max daily drawdown is 5%. You see the difference now? Because for this one, the max is 12, while on FTMO is 10, and the profit target is still 10%. And also daily drawdown is same thing with this 5%. And now for this E8 funding, it's kind of similar with this one in terms of profit targets, but their max daily drawdown is not even 10%, it's 8%. When last I checked, it seems like it's 8%. But the funniest part where that people do like using them, especially people I know, they love using E8 funding. Why? It's because if you open an account today and you pass the account today, you can move straight up to phase 2. That's just the amazing parts, like amazing stuff about them. But then again, the fees for each of their accounts, their minimum accounts for this E8 funding should be $25,000. So the fees for this E8 funding and FTMO is kind of different from the fee on MFF. Let's go to these platforms to check them by ourselves. My Forex fund. It's my Forex fund actually. FTMO. So I'm actually going through all of them with funding. So I just want to go through the all. This E8 funding also provides free trials too. Yeah, they do. So this is the homepage for E8 funding. Let me take up this stuff down. So this is the homepage for E8 funding. FTMO. So they are all corporate firms. They are majorly investors. Like I see them as investors that give out huge funds to traders to trade, especially because majorly one of the problems traders have here, especially in Nigeria, is capital. So that's one of the major problems we traders do have here in Nigeria. So these are platforms that gives you huge funds to start up with. You understand? Let's say for instance you have only $100 and you want to start up. You know how little it is and how your emotion will be tied to it due to how specific, like how small the amount is. But then again, if you get a big amount, you know that you have to reach only 1%. You understand? The risk management on that bigger account is on check. You understand? So, but then again, on that small account, it's not on check because you can be risking 5%, which is $5. You can be risking more than the required amounts you were supposed to. So the one I'm talking of is evaluation. Apart from repeat, evaluation, and accelerated, the one we are looking at is evaluation that has two phases. And on FTMO, sorry, it seems like I went straight up to the login page. Let's see. Now this is E8 funding. This is for the free trial, and they have their main accounts. So they have two phases now. This is for the E8 funding. You see phase 1 and phase 2. Now these are the objective on each phases here. And after you pass these two phases, they will give you a live funded account where you withdraw 80% after is it 8 days of trading, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, withdrawal, which is 80% of your profits each 14 days. But it seems like the first payment used to be after 80 days. When I last used them, yes, first withdrawal eligible after 8 days. Yes, I'm sure it was after 8 days. Then after then, you can start withdrawing bi-weekly, which is 2 weeks. After every 2 weeks, you can start withdrawing. So the first phase one is 8% profit target. Your max loss, like I said, 5%. You see what I said now on, I'm sorry, your max daily loss is 5%. You see what I said on the overall drawdown, max drawdown, yeah, is 8%, unlike other platforms that is 10%, while MFF is 12. So the minimum calendar days, trading days here is 1. So even if you trade today and pass it today, you can move straight the next day to the phase 2. Yeah, you get the maximum is 30 days, so you have enough time to trade as you like. So there's no point hurrying it. There's no time limit to it. You have a whole month, which is like 20 days to trade the accounts. And now the funniest part here is that why I still recommend MFF here is that after you, this is it, the overall drawdown 12%, daily drawdown 5%. So after going through these reviews, you'll still look on how to pass them. Now the profit target there is 8% here, which is nice. And there's no trading restrictions. Like I said, you can trade whatsoever you like, any style of trading they accept. Now their own is minimum of 5 days. If you should pass it in a day, you still have to place little trades or normal trades, depending on how you wish to do it. Till it hits 5 minimum days before you can move then to phase 2. On phase 2, the profit target here is 5%. Let me see. Yes, on phase 2 of E8 funding, also 5% too. Still same thing of max drawdown is 8%. But the points where they increases this drawdown is when you have withdrawn from your live accounts. The first withdrawal, they would now increase the 8% mass drawdown to 14%. So you see how gas is. They believe they just want to see your skill, and then once you made that first withdrawal, they will now increase it. This is it now. 8% max initial deposit drawdown scalable towards 14 on the funding stage. So on this life account, that's when they increases the drawdown when you've actually withdrawn, because that's from experience. So now on this one, the max daily drawdown is 12%. Is it on both phases? Max daily drawdown, which I would explain, 12% of your account, and you have free retakes because the maximum days here is 30 days. So you have a month to pass it. But even if you don't pass it and you are still in profit, even if your account is still at $10,000 or 10,001 or 10,000 0.01, so far as it's at least in profit or at that particular accounts level, you can still apply for a free retake. They will give you a free retake, like they will give you another extra 30 months, yeah, to trade the accounts again. I've had someone that actually came out from 8% drawdown and it was close to the 30 days, and he was able to take it to that same day that the account was supposed to close. He took the account to $10,010 or $10,005 thereabout, and they gave him a free retake. Yeah, they gave him a free retake. So he had extra 80 days again to trade the account now, and he was able to pass it because that first time he was tense to pass it fast, and that was one of the mistakes he made. Yeah, so he was trying to pass the accounts very quickly, and it really cost him a lot. Then on the second one, he was able to pass it. Yeah, so on FTMO, let me see if it has loaded up. Yeah, on FTMO they also have free trial, just as E8 funding does. So these are the challenges here. FTMO challenge. Seems like, let me see if it's been explained on the first page. This is one of the oldest problems so far, but there are other ones that was there before them actually. So they have the phase 1, which is the challenge phase, the verification phase on the phase 2, and the funded stage, which is on the third one. Now, for this, I told you how these funds withdrawals are after you have entered the funded phase, which is after 8 days of trading, which is, yeah, after 8 days of trading. And on FTMO, after you've passed phase one, you've passed phase one and phase two. Once you've entered the live stage, like you are now trading the real money, you are now an actual trader with your certificate and everything from FTM or any of the prop firm, you will get your first payout after a month. That is the first one, the first payout after a month. After then, the others will be bi-weekly, yeah, every 2 weeks, just like the other one. But the other one was, the first payout was in 8 days, but this one is in 1 month. So, and FTM was the same thing too. After 1 month, you get your profit split. And on this particular people, the first month they will pay you 75% out of 100% of any amount you make. On this particular prop firm, you pay you 80%, which is EH funding. And on FTM, will actually not use them, but they should be around that range. They won't pay you 90% all at once, as they said here. I'm not sure. It's only scalable. Like this particular people, the first ones they pay you, first payout is 80, second payout 85. So that's how they keep increasing. It's similar to this one. First payout 75, second 80, and that's how they keep scaling it up. Now this is the prices here for each. Now FTM MFF is a bit cheaper. Like it's, you see there are $5,000 accounts here. There are $5,000 accounts. You can get it for only $49. You understand? $5,000, 49. There are $10,000 accounts, which is the most common one here. You can get it for $84. Yeah, $84. Imagine getting an account of almost 7 million because of dollars rate now. A life account for $84. So capital shouldn't be an issue. That's why I keep saying it's time with that numbers. First, try to get the skill, then the money will follow. If you can't grow this account, if you can't actually pass this account, then you might still find difficulty trading a small account, because if you can't trade it, or same thing on the other side too, if you should turn the table upside down, if you can't still trade a small account, you can still trade a big account. That's just the part about trading. Except you want to start going aggressive, flipping the small accounts, and flipping is 50-50, you can lose it. So that's why I always say it's, first of all, try to get the skill and money will follow. Places to get funds as a trader, especially apart from this particular one, there are other investors like angel investors. Those ones are straight up investors that comes straight to meet you and, yeah, I want to invest in you. I see consistency. I've seen your matrix. I want to invest in you. You understand? So those ones are not like prop firms that would start charging. And this money they charge you here, that you might say, okay, this $84 is just to take it from here and keep to see if truly you are a serious trader and you know what you are doing, because they don't want a situation that you just come and blow out their life account, because this amount you pay here on your first withdrawal, they will give it back to you. Let's say, for instance, your first withdrawal, you make $1,200 and they take their own percent, which might be 200, and yours is 1,000. So they will pay you $1,084. They give you back your money, because this money, they just take it from you just to make sure that, okay, even if you blow their account, at least they took something from you. But if you should pass it, they will know, okay, this person is a serious trader. He knows what he's doing. Let's give him back his money. So this is it. Money is refundable. You can see it here, refundable. So they will give it back to you. And even those phases where you were trading that demo account, that phase one and phase two, they pay you 15%. If I'm not mistaken, is it 50? Is it? I'm not sure they are the one that pays 15%. It should be funded next that pays 15%. That's another problem entirely. Let me see their own payments on those phases. Let's see if it's been put up here. I just want to be sure of the I think it's hidden somewhere. It should be It's been long though. But they still give you some percentage out of those phases too. And this particular one, I'm not sure they do give out funds. Sorry. I'm not sure this particular one's base for the phases. I'm not sure. But they still also refund your capital, the money you use in getting the account. Now, these are the prices list. Now, you can, if you should go back to calculate it, you see that this particular people, MFF, is a bit cheaper. You can see for, let's go to their $20,000 account. You can see it's for $139. Their $50,000 account is for $299. But if you should come to E8 funding, their $50,000 account is for $338. Why in MFF their 50 is $299. You can see the difference. So this one is a bit cheaper. And let's see FTMO. Let's see FTMO. Yeah, this is it now for FTMO. Their minimum days. Now, this is the difference between FTMO also with other ones here. This one, if you should pass the phase 1 instantly a day, you can move to the phase 2 instanter. And in MFF, if you should pass phase 1 today, you will have to wait for 5 days, placing little trades for 5 days before moving to phase 2. But for FTMO, you will have to wait for 10 days. That's their minimum trading days. So you see the difference now. So profit targets still the same thing, 10%. The second phase 5%, and then you get to the funded phase. But this price is for, you see this, theirs is in Europe's, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, $10,000 accounts, you can see the price 155 Europe's. If you should come to MFF, $10,000 account is $84. So this MFF is of advantage because their price is cheap. They accept any style of trading, and their profit target is a bit convincing. Their max daily loss is still good because they still give you a good percentage of max daily loss, and there's lots of stuffs attached to them. Just that the minimum of 5 days is still good to me because compared to FTMO, and again, there 1 month of trading after being funded, it's still not that convincing, but it's still a good one compared to other prop firms. Yeah, so that's it, guys, on the review here. And so they have an account ranging from 5,000 down to $300,000. So let's see the highest E8 funding has. E8 funding, the highest here is $250,000, and FTMO, let's see the highest. The highest here is $200,000. There's a prop firm, is it the funded trader, that has up to $400,000, if I'm not mistaken. And there is a particular one that has up to $1 million. Yeah, so it just depends on you trying to scale up. So now, how do we get to trade prop firms that we won't have to violate their rules? Yeah, with all those rules, with how sweet they are, they have rules attached to them, and you must not violate that rules. If not, the money you paid for will, like, it has gone already, because they would mark the accounts as violated or breached, you understand? So there are certain patterns you need to obey in trading prop firms accounts. Now, these are the rules here. They are max drawdown. You shouldn't go beyond it, 12%. And let's use an account of $10,000 as an example, because that's mostly the common one. Newbie traders do go for around 10,000 to 50,000. Let's say we use an account of $10,000 as an example, and the max drawdown for $10,000 should be around $1,200. The daily drawdown should be around 500. Profit target, should be around $800. And what else again? That's it. That's it. Except you are moving to phase 2, that's when it becomes 5%. Sorry, guys, I'm coming. Let me check. Seems like someone is at. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, someone's actually at the door. Okay, so these are the rules you need to keep in mind when trading these problem accounts. That's why I say we should take up a free trial, because it will help blend your psychology, blend your risk management. Because actually, when I learned from Jeffrey Benson, he also used prop firms free trials to train us. We didn't learn by normal demo accounts, because on normal demo accounts, even if you are obeying risks, there are sometimes you would tend to violate that risk management, and you can't do that on a prop firm, because if you should violate it, the person going through your metrics, because I would also be requesting for the metrics of the account. The person going through the metrics can just through the metrics know the style of trading you are doing, know the kind of risk you are taking, how you violated it, how you passed it, and everything. That's where you will see your win rate of your strategy. That's where you see your strategy's win rate, your risk reward, how often the average risk reward you've been taking on that particular account. You would see everything. Like you will see the evidence of the trader you are, like the kind of style of trader you are, and all that on that particular dashboard. Yeah. So the risk management on these problems are always high check. That's why you see most of the people coming out from Jeffrey Benson, their risk is always on check, because this is where they learn directly from the gates. This is where they learn directly from. So we'll talk more on this, how to pass this prop firm accounts today. Yeah, we still have enough time. Let me see, this is already 10:30. Even if it means staying to 11 o'clock to make sure we balance everything today, fine. That's cool. Okay, so these are all what you need to respect. These are all what you need to respect. So let's just get straight to the chat. But if you have any question, you can ask now before we even start heading straight to the chat. If you have any question regarding these problems and what you would want me to throw more light on, you can ask now before we move to
Good evening, sir.
Okay, yeah.
So, like, who want to buy this profile?
Yeah.
Is it okay to use through Bitcoin or our local bank?
Yeah, you can use through the accept payment through cryptocurrencies. Yeah, they also accept by the one I use commonly, which I would recommend, which is very fast. That before you know, it's like as you are making payments, you are just going out, you see that your account has the credential has been sent to you. It's very fast. It's visual cards. Yeah, visual cards. Like we have GeekPay, we have Shandera, we have other ones, Bella Finance, and so on. So those ones are visual cards. Like, normally Nigeria restricts we paying a certain amount through our normal debit card, except we have dollar cards, you understand, like a domiciliary account. So those visual cards are like dollar cards that we can use to pay for anything online at any amount, you understand? Because Nigerian own should be limited to $20 a month, if I'm not mistaken, $20 to $50 a month. So this visual card, you can use it to buy a prop firm of $500, $1,000, depending on the card range, you understand. Those card has their own limits too, but then again, it's far better than this Nigerian card, you understand. Let's say, for instance, you want to buy a prop firm of this $50,000 prop firm, and you can see the price for it here is $299. You can't buy it with Nigerian debit card because it's being restricted. So you can use that visual card to pay for it, and it's very fast. very fast as you are just paying it. They have deducted the money out of your card and it will just reflect directly on your dashboard, and the credential chart will just be sent to you instantly. So it's very fast. That's the one I do use commonly, almost all the time when going for a problem. So that's the one I'll also recommend. Yeah. So I don't know if there is any other question. Is there any other question you can still ask before we head straight to the main settlement? Okay, seems like there's still no question. If you still have question, you can ask. But at the same time, they still accept other payments gateway. You can use any other payments gateway you wish to use.
Okay, thank you.
So I have a question.
Yeah, you can ask.
I want to understand daily drawdown. I haven't understand that concept.
Okay, yeah, the daily drawdown is just like, let's say for instance, the daily drawdown here is $500 on this $10,000 accounts. The max drawdown is 1,200, which is 12%. This daily is 5%. It means your account you shouldn't lose more than 500 in a day. That's just it. You shouldn't, in this $10,000 accounts, yeah, you shouldn't go, your account shouldn't go beyond 5% a day. So you shouldn't be risking more than 5% in a day.
All right, sir. All right, understood.
Yeah, okay. Sorry guys, seems like I have someone here. I'll have to end this Zoom now, and in the next 10 minutes I'll send you people the link. Please don't be offended, guys. I'm coming. Hope that's fine by you guys. Hope you're not offended. I will resend the link now. I just want to meet up with someone now.
No issue, boss. We're all fine.
Okay, no problem. I'll resend you the link now. Let me just attend to this stuff.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir.